Anyway. Oh. Well, I guess, since we're here. Come on. There we go. Oh, nice. We got a level up from that. Neat. Let's see. Magica. God, we have so many things that we wanted to invest into. Yeah, these are hella expensive, so we're not even gonna bother. Lock picking. We don't really need more gold at this point. Art collector. Let's see. Oh, heavy armor 80 requires 80. Sounds good. I'll just see if we need anything else first. Oh wait, there's actually one thing that I wanted to do. Restoration. Healing spells also restore stamina. This is the one I wanted. This is gonna be so helpful. Oh, that's the orphanage. Yeah. Let's just wait here 12 hours so we can see everybody again. Sleep is for the weak. Hey, maybe by now Constance will be okay with us. No. She's still freaking out.
When Aventus escaped, Grilla got meaner than ever. I really thought she was going to kill one of us.
Okay. Balamont, I've been quite impressed with the quality of your work and I hope that it continues. I've informed everyone within the keep, including the guard, that all repairs and requests for new weapons should be sent your way. Jarl Laila has been notified of this as well, and she extends her sincerest thanks for your contributions to the defense of the city. Just remember, I've stuck my neck out for you by using my name, so don't make me look like a fool by letting your standards slide. Harold.
Have you met Balamon? I'm his apprentice. He's teaching me all about being a blacksmith. I used to live at the orphanage here in Riften. Grillad said my ma and my doll left me there when I was a baby. They didn't want me.
Well, you've done well enough for yourself, and Grillad is dead, so all is well that ends well, I guess. You've got a job. You no longer have to deal with Grillet.
What brings you to Balamant today? Repair? Purchase?
I'm here to pick up Harold's sword.
Lazy good for nothing, isn't he? Sent you down here when I'm a stone's throw from the keep. Here's the sword. Tell Harald to stop slaying walls, and perhaps his blade will stay in better condition.
Stop slaying walls. You seem quite proud of your work.
Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
Impressive.
Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold.
I'll get some for you.
You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life.
I imagine current events are keeping you busy.
People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery, but what else would I do? Smithing is all I know. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune.
Where can I find fire
A
salts?
flame Atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
Please. Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I ask. Is that so bad?
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins and all
Oh.
should be yours.
Okay, lass. Ready to make some coin?
No. No.
Ready when you are. Just give the word.
No, not you.
My
Anyone
husband
but you.
Percy will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
You gonna buy something? Or you gonna stare all day or buy some armor?
You treat all customers like this?
Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better.
Why would you want to leave Skyrim?
Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns.
What's the rat
Are
way?
you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. Come on, come on! The sooner you buy, the sooner I can get drunk. There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a door off of the canal. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
Oh, he's very nice. Do you make your own jewelry?
I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits,
Stay alive?
and worse.
Why take a chance?
Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you.
This place is Fetch Quest City, my god. Sure, I'll get them for you.
Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore.
What have you got for sale?
See for yourself.
Buy armor from Grelka.
Ah, so he sells jewelry. How's business?
Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fat Salve, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Safe travels, Landstrider.
Alright.
My husband Percy will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected.
What's the Ratway?
It's Riften's name for the sewers beneath our feet. Absolutely disgusting. If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful tunnels.
Tell me about the Thieves Guild.
They live below the streets in the Ratway like dirty animals. And trust me, they're no better than the vermin that slink out of there for scraps. They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. Of course, not many decent people live here in the first place.
How do you keep this food so fresh?
I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply.
Of course.
So if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands.
Okay, I'll find some.
Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out.
Any idea where I can find some ice wraiths?
Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt them for some kind of initiation rite. Not all of them end up victorious. The last traveler that traded me some said he found them at a place called Ancient's Ascent. Careful though. Rumor has it a dragon makes its home there. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous.
To oblivion with all of you! You rich piles of dung walking by us like we're not there, pretending we don't exist? How dare you!
Protect yourself right.
I mean, you could just ask for money like the other woman here did, and I was perfectly helpful.
You look like I'm selling the best meat in town for cheap. Interested?
Do you work for the meadery?
Sure. How do you think I get my hands on the good stuff and offer it so cheap? You think old Maven is just giving it away to anyone? Good thing she makes so much money. Makes it easier for merchandise like this to fall through the cracks.
Ah. You're selling cheap meat?
No, friend. You've got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap meat. I'm selling good meat for cheap. Black Briar meat. I sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they get suspicious.
What kind of delivery?
I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Villamur Inn in Iverstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something for the delivery. Keep it as payment for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Indarin from the meadery, keep your mouth shut. He'd rat us out in a second.
No way, thanks, sounds illegal.
Suddenly grow a conscience? Suit yourself.
Goodbye.
Remember, keep this to yourself.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband.
Okay, who's your husband?
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
My husband Bercy will be the death of
There's
me.
nothing like fishing on Lake Onre. You should try it
enough about
sometime.
himself.
Remember to give at the temple.
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
Oh, did you see that with the, Oh, there we go. Nice graphical flickering here. This leads back to Skyrim, which is not where we want to go right now.
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
I did not judge anything.
So what if I have a problem? I know how to deal with it.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
What makes Blackbriar mead so special?
Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar Mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first.
That sounded rehearsed.
Damn it. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me.
Poor guy. There are worse things than being fired.
Yeah. fired. Sure. That's what I meant.
Oh dear. Tell me about Maven Blackbriar.
She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her.
Uh-huh.
Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family.
I love how we have the option to just completely ignore that he just gave us the most rehearsed speech ever. Here, now tell me the truth.
Okay, look. If I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrink. Just take my advice and just get out of Riften as soon as you can.
This city seems to be going to shit. All employees must read. Notice to all employees. I've discovered my bed filled with skeever droppings that were obviously placed there on purpose by an employee who felt that it was an amusing prank. You have until midday to either come forward on your own or point me in the direction of the perpetrator of this practical joke. Otherwise, all employees will be subjected to half wages for the next 3 months. Indarin. Wow. Notice to all employees. Lady Blackbriar has requested that all employees be subject to random searches at my discretion. There's been a rush of missing meat barrels lately, and I won't tolerate it any longer. Any employee caught with merchandise belonging to Lady Blackbriar will be subject to immediate incarceration in Riften jail. If you have any objections to this posting, feel free to remove yourself from the meadery permanently. Indarin sounds like a treasure, honestly. Notice to all employees. It's come to my attention that the last batch of Blackbriar Private Reserve was simply our standard Blackbriar meat placed in the incorrect bottles. We sold 6 cases of the Private Reserve recently and they were all returned. To make amends, we've replaced the cases with the correct supply at our cost. Due to this blunder, the cost of those cases will be removed from this month's wages. Jesus Christ.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
Holy moly. Note from Maven. If you ever dare to create arbitrary rules on my behalf again without informing me first, I'll have Maul personally show you what your insides look like. I trust I were clear on this issue and I won't have to mention it again. Maven. Things are getting spicy in the meadery. Maven is having none of this bullshit. I feel like Indarin is the problem here, not Maven. But then again, Maven so far seems like too good to be true. Like, everybody's like, oh, she's the most amazing person. I think not, but...
Sorry, you caught me at a bad time. I've lost someone dear to me.
May I ask why you are in mourning?
It was my sister, Lilia. She served as a battle maiden with the Stormcloaks. We recently heard she'd been killed. I find it difficult to talk about. Perhaps you'd be better off speaking to my parents about it. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. Helps me keep my mind off of things.
Tell me about your parents.
My father was a Stormcloak soldier in his younger days. Now he just walks the streets, spewing his hatred and propaganda. My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the shrine and teaches his ways. I'm just not so sure she's delivering the right message.
Are you at odds with them?
Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my family values. They're still my parents, and I love them dearly. I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulfric and what he really brings to the table with this war. I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. I think Ulfric cares about Ulfric, and the rest is a smokescreen. I'd appreciate if you kept my opinion between us. The last thing I want to do is have my parents lose another child.
I'm sorry, Askir. You're involved with the meadery?
Yes, actually. I'm partnered with Maven Blackbriar. I put up a chunk of the gold she needed to get the place off the ground. We've been staggeringly successful so far. In fact, I'm almost surprised how quickly she's generated business for us. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively.
I love Askir.
It's been good talking to you.
You're a good man. In the ring.
Brewmaster around here. What did you want? I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work?
Tell me about the Maven Blackbriar.
Any Maven can buy or sell anyone in Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one pulling the strings around this city. She's always welcome in Mistveil Keep. Between you and me, I'm pretty sure she even has some pretty influential friends within the Empire. I'd also warn you not to cross her. She employs quite a few troubleshooters to take care of messy problems.
You run the Blackbriar meadery?
Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do despite all these lazy good-for-nothings that work for us. Ever since I took over as a foreman, the production of our mead has never been more profitable. And if the meadery is profitable, I'll get rich. Get the picture?
You're an asshole.
Now maybe I can get back to work.
So what if I have a problem? I know how to deal with it.
You look... I'm selling the best meat in town for cheap. Interested? Remember, keep this to yourself.
Ah, this is the guy who's skimming off barrels. I would love to rat you out because every single employee has to suffer because of you skimming barrels of meat. That's not nice, dude. You're the reason everybody's getting their wages cut.
Maramal thinks he's so smart. Tells me that Mara will cleanse the filth from my blood. Huh. What does he know?
Alright, no. Not where we need to go.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.